Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. And today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars. They are preparing for the African Cup of Nations. Coach Milovan has asked for another assistant coach, revealing why he asked for that today. We're also going to talk about the possible friendlies that the Ghana Black Stars will play, and it will be between Sudan and Egypt. The communications director of the Ghana Football Association revealed as much in an interview. We'll also be talking about Moroccan coach who has told players who decide not to come to the Afcon because their clubs are saying they shouldn't, that they should forget about playing for the national team in the future. All that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So Ghana Black Stars, I'll start off from, and coach Milovan Rajabak, who is looking to end a 40-year Afcon jinx. Yes, just today Algeria won the Arab Cup, and they will look to retain their Afcon trophy they won in 2019, and they are on a roll, I have to say. They'll be a huge threat to everyone in this competition. But the Ghana Black Stars always stand a chance, and they will fancy their chances heading into the competition. The squad is still not out, but we've heard a few rumors about players that have been included, those that have been excluded, those that are going to miss out without getting the full squad yet. Well, camping begins on the 22nd, and the schedule I brought you for the Ghana Black Stars team revealed that they will be playing, first of all, a friendly with an unknown club on the 28th. They will then proceed to play another game on the 1st of January 2022 with an Afcon bound team. There were rumors that it would be South Africa, but the clarification came through, and on the 5th they will play Algeria, who, as I said, just won the Arab Cup. And that team they will play, the Afcon bound team, is between Sudan and Egypt on the 1st of January. Henry Asantichum, the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, GFA spokesperson as well, said that the Black Stars Management Committee is in talks with either Egypt or Sudan for a friendly game, even though they have already arranged the Algeria friendly. And the Black Stars professional squad will be out by next week, he said on Light FM. The test matches form part of the preparation for the Black Stars ahead of the 2021 African Cup of Nations next month. Algeria are currently unbeaten in their 33 matches in all competition and clear favorites to defend their title when the competition begins in January, and they just won the Arab Cup. Amazing feats there. The last meeting between Ghana and the Fennec Foxes was in 2015, a Cup of Nations, where Ghana won 1-0. Samwajan finding the back of the net for the Black Stars on that occasion. He will not be around this time, and Algeria will be a tough team to play. So Egypt and Sudan, who would you want the Black Stars to face? I would prefer Egypt for them to face on the 1st of January. That's the day the game will be played, and they have not decided on the team yet. So it's between those two teams, and we'll see which one Ghana does play eventually. But who would you prefer the Black Stars play between Egypt and Sudan? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. My next story has to do with coach Milovan Rajabak. He has asked for a new assistant coach. We all know our two assistant managers are Otoado and Maxwell Konedu. And the Bundesliga, just after this week, has gone or will go on break and come back in the new year. And Otoado might not be allowed to go on to the Afcon competition whilst the Bundesliga is ongoing. Owing to that, Coach Milovan has asked the GFA to give him an extra assistant manager to help him disseminate his duties as the coach of the team. And the FA are considering it and looking for a candidate. Now, the Ghana coach has requested for additional assistants following doubts of availability of Otoado ahead of the African Cup of Nations. Now, the Serbian gaffer wants further hands in his backroom staff, including a physiotherapist, which I would have thought we had. Ahead, maybe an extra physiotherapist ahead of the Continental Showpiece early next year. There are serious doubts about the availability of the former Ghana international due to his engagement with German Bundesliga outfit Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund will be involved in crucial matches during the Afcon tournament, which puts Ado's involvement in jeopardy. Milovan Rajabak is demanding for another assistant coach, despite the availability of third-in-command Maxwell Konedu. GFA spokesperson Henry Asantichum has confirmed the latest demand from the 68-year-old. He says that Coach Milovan has requested for an additional assistant coach because Bundesliga will be on break for the Christmas, and we might not have Otoado for Black Stars duties. So there is a need to have a temporary assistant coach for Milovan Rajabbaks at the Afcon games, he said. The Black Stars are expected to begin camping in Doha next week to kick off preparations for the Continental Showpiece in Cameroon in January. So that is it there. The Black Stars coach needs an extra hand on deck in his technical team, and since Otuado is a doubt for availability ahead of the African Cup of Nations, Bundesliga will be ongoing. Important matches will be played, so Coach Milo cannot risk not having his number 2, which is Otuado, around him during those times. So he's preparing for that case. In case of anything, he needs the man, another assistant coach. So they are considering it and probably will get him one. I'll end with a story about the Moroccan head coach telling his players who do not come for African Cup of Nations because they follow their clubs and decide to stay behind, that they should forget about the national team. And this is a man who can follow up on that threat. He has done it with Hakim Ziyech, who he says has shown very little commitment to the national team, deciding to stay with Chelsea when he was called up, and he didn't like his attitude. So this man is someone who can do it. We all know what happened this week, the ECA writing that they were not convinced about the cautionary measures that had been put in place ahead of the African Cup of Nations, and they didn't feel that Cameroon were ready to host their players, and they didn't feel comfortable releasing players for the competition. Well, CAF replied and said that the Afcon would not be cancelled and that it will go ahead as planned, and the ECA sort of looking to disrespect the African continent in that respect. He has threatened his players that it is not something they should joke with, and if they decide not to come and play in this Afcon, they should forget about playing in the national team. It's quite interesting. So that has been it for today. Coach Milo demands an extra assistant coach. Ghana to play either Sudan or Egypt, and the Moroccan coach threatened his players. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.